Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get into?
How much spirit stayed with you as you processed
you know, after the natty, I didn't go home, you know, and this is the first time I'm talking about it, and that's my guy, you know, and that's one person that never did anything wrong, and I got sensitive in Cincinnati. I get sensitive talking about it just because I love him, and he never did anything wrong in his 3 years. He was supposed to graduate. Most people don't know his brother passed like that. And I'm sorry to his mama. No one should live like that. You know, no one should deserve to die like that. He never did shit wrong. I'm sorry for my language. He never did anything wrong. 3 years in a row, that man showed up, worked in and day out, and he a two-time natty champ, man. You know, and it's written in stone.
You came out as the #1 recruit in the country, and you had to be patient at Georgia. How did you bide your time and wait behind those other NFL guys? What kept you in the program all that time?
Because a lot of people think I was undersized, and I'm not like other guys. You know, some guys, I wouldn't say take the easy way out, but when things don't go their way, especially like in life now, guys transfer, guys leave. That's just not how you do. You stick in your program, you work hard, and you prove to your coach that I should be on that field. Just because things get tough, don't run away from things. Like in life, when things get tough, you're going to quit on your wife, you're going to quit on your kids, you're going to transfer on your wife and kids when things get tough. What if you married your wife for 10 years and she get cancer, you just going to get up and leave? That's how I think about it, man. You be a man of character no matter what you do.
Whatever organization drafts you, what type of person is that community going to get? What do you want to be to that entire fan base?
I set a kids camp in Savannah, and wherever I go, I'm gonna do a kids camp there. I try to affect kids because I was one of those kids. My coach was my father figure. My father was incarcerated for 13 years, and sometimes, you know, if I didn't eat at the park, I wasn't gonna eat because my mama had to go to work and I couldn't really cook for myself. I was with my grandma had to work. So they're gonna get a guy that just understands the less privileges of kids, and to let them know they're not alone. I always wanna let kids know that, you know, no matter how you start in life, it's about how you finish.
Yeah. You said you cried when you got hurt. Take me back to that moment and what was going through your mind.
It was emotional just because I love the game. When my injury happened, I just had to take a step back.
What does that say about you, that you could have just gone to rehab and said, all right, it's been real, I'm preparing for the draft, but you stayed and finished?
I didn't have it easy growing up. I didn't have an easy way in life. I didn't know my father and all those things, but those are just excuses. You know, you can only get out of life what you put in there.
We're taking Nolan Smith, guys.
Appreciate it. Let's get to work. A good response to Howie about the Gators there. Awesome.
Yeah, he want to win, man. Coach, I promise you what that. I ain't no soft player. I got you.
I know that. We're excited about you.
I'm sitting next to a math major.
Yeah.
I mean, say, bro, like.
Calc 3 was easy, man. Calc 3 was easy. Manipulate equations, switch X's and Y's on the other side. You have different variables. You can use different tricks. I always use, a lot of people don't even know, but the quadratic formula will always help you, especially in the higher levels in math. Differential equations, you know, all those type of things. And most people don't even know what we're talking about, honestly. Polynomials and stuff like that in the graph and stuff, you can break those down into use a quadratic formula, find this and different curves and stuff like that. But I don't want to talk because people.
You know, you might as well be speaking another language. I was going to ask you, what do you want to do with this math degree?
Man, I want to work with stocks and bonds. I want to work with numbers. My dream in my life was to work on Wall Street. I wanted to put on a suit every day and walk on Wall Street in New York.
How much did Jalen Carter help you be a productive player in college?
Man, I just want to go ahead and clear this up right now to y'all. JC is just misunderstood. He's probably one of my favorite teammates to play with, and he's one of those guys I look to my left and nod my head, and he already know we all on the same page. So I love pass rushing with him. I just being around him in the locker room. He's just an amazing friend and, man, amazing guy to work out. If you haven't seen somebody squat, that's a grown man right there. And he need to go watch him squat at least.
Bother you that people question his character?
It bothers me deeply because people just don't know. Like, if you can't question somebody's character, especially like if you question my character, I feel like that's an insult, and I hope you're ready to fight if you question my character.
Everybody I've talked to talks about not just the player you are, but the leader that you are. What is an NFL team getting in terms of your leadership and production?
Well, first, you know, I got to go in there and prove myself to the team. I can't be a leader right out the gate, you know. You got to prove yourself to the players, then the coaches, and then, you know, hopefully I can be that leader one day in somebody's program and just know that I'm player-led and I'm self-driven. You're not going to have to tell me to go. I promise you. I'm going to just go naturally on my own. I wake up out of bed, juiced up, I'm ready, I'm just excited. I would never forget my first fall camp practice. Solomon Kinley broke my nose, and it was just leaking, and I was like, nah, I ain't going outside. I put a tampon in it, cut it, and we went to work. So I would never forget. That was like my setting moment. I was like, oh yeah, this box at Georgia real. And Solomon Kinley a big boy, I ain't gonna lie. And it's just closing on counter every day, seeing Aziz do it. Aziz a close on counter from the apex, and I seen him bent somebody's face mask once. This is just some of the stories about, and that's at practice. We practice hard at Georgia.
What did you personally want to show the scouts and team today?
That I'm explosive, that I could bend at the edge, that I'm probably the most athletic outside linebacker, that I could be just like Von Miller.
Who else do you pattern your game after besides Von Miller?
Oh, that's really it, man. That's who I watched as a kid, man, and see what he did in the Super Bowl and all those other years that he played.
I watched Von Miller run. I watched Von Miller do drills and stuff, and just to see how far, just when he came in, he was a linebacker. Now we have a whole edge group just because of him.
Come on. All right, your shot first.
We played pig. Ooh. Oh, now you hot. See, look, now I'm missing. My mama in them here.
I've been waiting for this rematch.
Listen, I know you getting closer. You supposed to be backing up.
I'm gonna end this quick so you can go finish your tour.
I'm getting on the other side. There you go. Oh!
I was hustling you last time. Come on.
It ain't no doggone tomorrow, fellas. What are you gonna bring to the doggone table? Are you gonna bust somebody in their mouth? Are you gonna do your doggone job? Are you gonna bring your doggone test? Are you gonna bring your They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today,